The feud between Joe Budden and his former co-hosts Rory and Mal shows no signs of slowing down, as Budden continues to ignore the advice of his current co-hosts Ice, Ish, and Queen's Flip. During a recent episode of the Joe Budden podcast, Budden went on a rant exposing the previously undisclosed deal that Rory and Mal signed with Steiker worth $10 million.
A lot of podcasters out there were able to pull from that and get help from that. Now, Hit Dogs holla, and Hitman holla, and holla if you count.
Holla if you hear me.
But if it don't apply, you kind of just let that fly. You just let it fly. I want to take this time to clear some things up really quickly, and we'll move on. I want to define the term press run because we're largely responsible with introducing it, and y'all using it wrong. A press run is when you set up a string of press for the purpose of promoting something.
Introducing a product.
You have to have something to promote. If you just pop up somewhere, that's not a press run. And Bear has been saying that for some time now. I totally disagree with that. Bear.
Who's
Bear, you are mistaken in when I show up to these platforms, these people just are thrilled to have me. I'm not there promoting something, and I certainly wouldn't be there to just promote you. Bear, you are wrong in that. And I'm not your enemy. I'm not the enemy, for once. I ain't spoke to niggas in years. Actually, you about to make me go in there.
I saw it.
You about to make me go in there. You make me mad now. Yeah, I'm not anybody's enemy. I ain't spoke to nobody in years. I'm just offering constructive criticism by watching and just seeing what's going on. Now, one of the last times that I saw Bear, we met up over there at Onview, and he needed a ride to his car. So he got in my car, and I was driving to the garage, and he said, "Hey, man, you know we got close to that 10 million, right? I mean, we didn't get that 10, but we got close." And I just nodded my head, "All right, Bear. Like, why you even tell me? It's none of my business." And he said, "Because I feel like I want you to know." And I said, "All right, well, you're lying." And he said, "How you know?" I said, "Because you're set." Not a $10 million set. And then shortly after that, we stopped speaking, and then y'all wasn't at the set no more. And I'll admit, I want to know why.
You see what you started? Why y'all blaming me?
This about to go bad. Go ahead.
No, they ain't. I ain't saying nothing wrong.
I know.
You have a way of not saying anything
I'm talking
wrong,
to podcasters because Bear and Minimum have done nothing but put on a master class in how to lose value. So I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to future podcasters to learn from your mistakes. So I wanted to know why y'all left that little studio.
Stop now, damn. Yo, let me say this real quick.
And you ended up in y'all house.
Shit.
So then you started recording next to a graveyard, and I took a moment to laugh because I love when me see eye to eye on things. But the problem with that is, I said to myself, now wait a second. All right. Oh, the nigga said, well, we not in the building no more because they didn't like how the dog was acting around here. And I said, that sounds familiar. But then I scratched my head. I said, wait a minute, Bear. You mean to tell me that these niggas gave you $10 million and said, hey, your dog can't come up here no more, and you stayed home with the dog?
Oh, what the I didn't know he was going there with this, guys.
But we did.
Told you asshole.
We did.
But why y'all didn't tell me he goes in like this?
You asshole.
We did.
Yo, maybe this really is an emotional support dog. You idiot. Nope. If somebody gave you $10 million, you have to go to work. So I'm saying to podcasters out there, hey, to whom it may concern, the people that are paying you are watching you. I ain't saying nothing so prolific. If I see this and they see it, you got to ask yourself a few things. One, will I continue to be paid this way when this deal is up? Two, is my pay going to go up or is my pay going to go down? Everybody got to go to bed with them questions for themselves. Y'all over there, you know that Minimum don't have a comfortable couch in his house. He over there disrespecting your couch, yo. This nigga put his feet on, she rolling around. This nigga might as well get on your couch. Why your lip shivering? That nigga is disrespecting Bear's couch. And Bear can't say nothing about it. I'm just telling you the things that I'm watching and observing. I can't be the bad guy for saying, hey, podcasters out there, if y'all grab a microphone, page 1 of the manual says, say something compelling. It's right there, second sentence. Hey, when you leave Sam Ash, say a strong opinion.
Or B&H.
Entertain. That's the other thing. I'm going to address this. It was a big deal about what I said about holding mics. Some people got offended. I wasn't trying to be funny. All I was saying was, if you're sitting somewhere holding the mic for a long time, then you clearly don't plan on being there a long time. You looking in the face, you looking doofy, you don't know what to do with your hands. It's the bare minimum again. I thought that was helpful. You got to get the uncomfortable feeling of going to B&H. Podcasters out there again. You go to B&H, let them ring up all that you don't think you need, and sit with the bill. It hurts.
It does. I got my B&H.
It hurts.
Got my B&H thing here with me, my receipt. I look at it all the time.
It hurts. All I'm saying is have some pride in what you're doing.
Or Adorama.
That's all I'm saying.
B&H and Adorama. Get a credit card there. You know.
You have your sound equipment on a bar stool, and you're not on bar stool.
Oh. Why you going there? Now you go. What are you doing, David?
It's on a ottoman. Yeah, get out here. Get the out, nigga.
All the companies, all you companies that play with my man. Look, this is how you bring podcasting back. You see, podcast was falling, right? The numbers was down by single-handedly.
Stop.
Bring it back, Joe.
Snake your wires around. Hey, Ish, you do. Snake the wires around. Now, you just got the wires across the living room table. Which is a mess. It's a mess, girl. I think that's good advice. Fix the shot. Set designer, all this. This is to all podcasters. Get the blender and rice cooker out of the Stop!
Yo, you stupid, yo. Again, Flip, this is your fault.
How is this my fault?
I'm just letting you know.
No, it's their fault for telling me to get quiet and not to get. If you tell me you could get froggy for me soon, y'all know me. Oh, what I'm gonna do? Ribbit.
Somebody said that?
I didn't know that. Yeah,
I didn't know that part.
Where did you hear these things? You be hearing some shit that
nigga said it. I just be responding to things. So we're gonna leave this alone.
Okay.
Let's stop. I want to get back to my motto of when they go low, we go lower first, and then we go higher. So I want to tell Bear, I love you a little bit, dog, but your man Minimum, he's done interview after interview. He keeps tweeting things and saying things, and unfortunately, you guys are a group. I'm going to respond to you guys like you're a group. If you chill out, I vow to chill out as well. But if not, I got nothing but time. It's summertime coming too. We can have some fun. That's it. Of course, nobody's going to hear that part. They're going to look at me like the bad guy. It's fine. You think so? Yeah, I don't care. No? All right. What?
You went on the edge, man. Well,
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Because I tell you, I act like that when issues around.
so are you saying that if you let, what's the saying about dead dogs lie, whatever that is? You saying
Hit
you
dog
let,
holler?
No, not that
Okay.
one.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Lie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're saying that
Banana in the tailpipe or something?
Put
Are
the
you saying
feathers
that
back
you-
in the goose.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you'll let things be if nobody say anything else to you?
If everybody keep it cute, I will do the same.
Okay.
If I see anything that looks disparaging to my name, I will have to defend myself.
So are you looking for the disparaging things?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So you know, ego will kick in. That means you're telling men, basically, in a nice way, don't say and it won't be.
I'm not telling men nothing. If they listen back to their own recording, the nigga voice was trembling, his face turned all pink. Like, they not built for this.
I don't know if they are or not.
Nigga sound like, what's Guy Karen? Aaron?
Ken?
Ken. That's what it sounded like. All right, I'm done. Come on, change topic. You not done. Get your shit off. Get your shit off. Get your shit
Why
off.
does it got to be like that with you? Now I got to get at you a little bit. I'm just saying like that. This was really your man, bro. Like, just let it go.
You're right.
That was really a man. You told me like,
Hey, yo, am I in the Twilight Zone?
Erase all of that.
All right.
Take all that out. If somehow it stays in, then that's Parks is bad.
what you mean the Twilight? I'm just saying. Don't be
Yo,
the Twilight Zone. I'm
Clean
just
this
saying.
up. Make sure that anything I said that was mean and uncalled for comes out of this.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying when I got signed here, you know, we had to go through so we didn't go through the sensitivity class, but we went through the meeting class. And you made me understand of how things played out in society for you. And you were really, you know, tell me at a time you were hurt. So I'm just saying, like, you know, give it a chance. It's just both, everybody hurt.
No, let's chill. That's true.
Yeah.
That's respect. That's true. He's right. He's right. He's right. We phony now. Now what? Now what?
Nothing. Y'all over here now.
Them niggas is confused.
They don't know what to do.
I'm lost. Man, I need a
Am I
roadmap.
in the Twilight Zone? Yes, nigga.
Wait, you just wait.
Now I see what flip really mean. I got it.
I'm a
It's all right.
traitor.
Yes, I got it.
I got you niggas all riled up just to take it back. I don't want it to be on me.
They selling bare minimum shirts.
You keep,
I'm telling y'all something.
that's fire, though. That's fire.
They spelled minimum wrong too. I don't know if that. I think that was.
Parks! Whoa!
You
All
lie.
right.
So,
They never dissed you, man.
I didn't diss him.
No, did they for real?
you lie.
Pull it up.
We got to run that podcast spelling bee back too now. With everybody.
How long did they spell it wrong?
We got to
The
do a
shirts is hot,
podcast
though.
spelling bee back with everybody. You know how to spell, Mel?
Oh my! I
shows
was
how
a
to
spelling bee champ.
Say less. Say less. That's it.
Yep.
It's got to check. All right, moving on. I can't move on because I got to want to know on air now.
Parks, can you put...
That's going to be so telling. They better not. Parks better be wrong. Not everybody checking. Not everybody. Because it's fun.
I don't know what to
it's,
find
see,
in
it's
that.
fun a little
No,
bit.
it's not.
Okay, minimum is spelled on the shirt MINUMUM.
That's not how you spell.
On their
Spell it
shirt.
one more time.
Say that
I can't
again?
spell.
On their
It better
shirt.
not be too used.
Look, on their shirt. Spell it, Ish. But maybe they didn't want to put the
Maybe
real
that was like a.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Can
you
I
know?
see?
They probably charge you to spell it right. They know them
Probably,
niggas,
yeah.
them niggas don't be wanting to pay.
Oh, shit. They're acting like you.
Them niggas didn't pay for a spell check. All right, come on. Now I'm out. I'm done. Make sure all of this about them is erased out of here.
Got it.
Thanks.
I think it was intentionally done like that.
Flip, we keep moving. Flip, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Now I got to know which one of them. The minimum better not spell minimum.
Budden didn't hold back in his criticism of his former co-hosts, mocking their studio setup and claiming that it wasn't up to the standard of a $10 million podcast. He also revealed that he had encountered Rory at an event and questioned why they had started recording the podcast at Rory's house instead of at the Stitcher studios. Rory had reportedly told Budden that it was because of his puppy and the building's pet policy, but Budden wasn't convinced. During his rant, Budden insinuated that Rory and Mal were running on a tight budget, which was the only explanation for the poor visual setup of their podcast. He joked about seeing Rory's kitchen appliances in some shots and called them the bare minimum boys. Budden also warned that their lax attitude towards the visual component of their podcast could come back to bite them when their current deal with Stitcher expires. Despite the advice of his co-hosts, Budden seems determined to continue his public feud with Rory and Mal. His decision to expose the details of their deal with Stitcher suggests that he is willing to go to great lengths to undermine their reputation and credibility. However, the fallout from this feud highlights the need for open and honest communication in any partnership, particularly in the hip-hop industry where power dynamics can be particularly fraught. It's important for individuals and partnerships to prioritize conflict resolution and to seek out constructive ways to address disagreements before they escalate. Moving forward, it's up to all of us to learn from the mistakes made by Budden, Rory, and Mal, and to work towards creating a more supportive and collaborative hip-hop community. By prioritizing open communication and conflict resolution, we can build stronger and more resilient partnerships that benefit everyone involved. In the end, the feud between Budden, Rory, and Mal serves as a cautionary tale for anyone navigating the hip-hop industry. While disagreements and conflicts are inevitable, it's up to all of us to approach them in a constructive and respectful manner. By doing so, we can create a more vibrant and inclusive hip-hop culture that benefits us all. One key takeaway from this situation is the importance of transparency in any business or creative partnership. By keeping all parties informed about the terms of a deal or the details of a project, misunderstandings and miscommunications can be minimized. Another lesson to be learned is the importance of maintaining a professional demeanor, even when disagreements arise. Publicly airing grievances and attacking former collaborators can damage reputations and undermine trust, potentially harming future opportunities for everyone involved. Ultimately, the feud between Budden, Rory, and Mal is a reminder that the hip-hop industry, like any industry, is built on relationships and trust. By prioritizing communication, transparency, and professionalism, we can work towards creating a more collaborative and supportive hip-hop community. As fans and observers, it's important to remember that these are real people with real emotions and relationships. While it can be entertaining to watch drama play out in public, we should strive to approach these situations with empathy and understanding, recognizing the human toll that such conflicts can take. Moving forward, we can all do our part to foster a more positive and productive hip-hop community by supporting artists and creators who prioritize collaboration, communication, and respect for their fellow artists and collaborators. This whole debacle has caused a lot of tension among fans of the Joe Budden podcast. Many fans are saddened by the fact that the podcast they loved so much has come to an end in such a negative way. Others feel that Joe's behavior was unacceptable and that he should have handled the situation differently. In the end, it is clear that the feud between Joe Budden and his former co-hosts is far from over. While Ice, Ish, and Queensflip may have advised Joe to let the matter rest, he seems determined to continue his attacks on Rory and Mal. It remains to be seen how this will affect the future of the Joe Budden podcast and the relationships between its former hosts.